Hello Slapafish community, welcome back to another tank console video. So in this video, I'm going to be driving the T-72BU. So this tank is on track for the next 2 weeks, from January 7th to January 20th. So, this is a Era 3 Eastern Alliance heavy tank. One of the first two top Era 3 tanks in the game. The other one being the M1A2. So, yeah. Also, this is one of the few heavy tanks in Era 3 that can actually fire AT gems as its third round, like the MBT-70. So, the BU is more like a medium, really, than a heavy tank. It's quite fast. I can't pull out the Tankopedia stats because Tankopedia's down. So, I'll just go over. So, first, I'll go over what I have on my tank. So, my skills are... For some reason, I do have camo on here. Maybe I need to change that. I have Brothers in Arms, Born Leader, Rapid Loading, Steadying, Camouflage Expertise, Muffle Shot. I think I need to change those two. Supply Conservation, and Deadeye. Or this... No, this is actually my crew for the BU. I also have Powertrain, the Advanced Loader, and Gun Stabilizer, and the Enhanced Target Info. So, the AT gems do 1,200 damage with 750 millimeters of penetration. They have a very long reload time. I think it's about, my current one is like 22.5 seconds, but I would presume the base is around 24-25 seconds. Either way, it's a long time for an AT gem to long, especially when it's locked into your primary gun. Is one of these shells. So what I like to do with my AT gems with the BU is, like, at the very beginning of the match, I load my AT gems. Or if I'm driving, like moving locations, I load my AT gems. See right here, I'm going to move locations because I want to do that 1200 damage, because you got 6 AT gems. They do 1200 damage, 750 millimeters of penetration. But you also have to stay pretty far away for the minimum arming distance, which I don't remember where you find that out. Yeah. So, it's pretty big. I believe it's like 90-something meters. I'm trying to look at it at the Tankopedia, on the actual website. On the console. Oh my goodness, I can't do English. But I don't see it. I also see some weird stats I've never seen before. Okay. Anyway, what else? The BU is pretty fast. I believe it goes about 65 as stock as its base, but I go 70 because I have Powertrain on it. And yeah, this tank is very fast. It plays more like a medium, like a short little medium tank between the two Era 3 heavy tanks that came out for the Russians. The BU and the Object 640, I believe. This is the 640 is more of a heavy tank, because I fought one of those for the very first time. The BU could not pin it from the front. Don't know where to pin it. First time I've ever seen one of them. And you got the BU that plays more of the medium tank. It can block some armor. Block some damage. It does have okay armor. It's a BU. Don't really know how to explain the armor. You just gotta go look at the armor yourself. It does have 175 millimeters on its front plate, but a whole bunch of other plates. So armor's kind of really hard to talk about because it has all those other different types of armors. But yeah, 3,950 hit points. Also, do not ram in this tank. Also, I realized I just bounced on the bottom of BU. Yeah, that's 120 millimeters smart. I do like the BU. I'm about to get my second worked on the BU, and I do find it pretty fun. It's also, like I was saying before, don't ram because this is very light. I used to, when this tank first came out, the 1A2. I'd be in my 1A2 ramming the BUs all the time because it was so fun. Also, all the T-70s really have a fuel tank. They have a fuel tank problem, as you can see if you shoot between right on the lower plate right beside the right and left of the track, you can actually shoot its fuel tank and light it on fire almost every single time. All the T-72s have that problem, and I found that really fast when Cold War first came out, because I used to set T-72s on fire all the time. So that first match was to show off the AT gems, to show off something what the BU could do. Now, like I said, I'm going to be loading when I load into the match, I load an AT gem. Now, I'm going to actually get very annoyed by this AT gem. Not the AT gem, but the target I'm shooting at. You're about to see. Then I quickly realize, thanks for doing that. So I'm going to be firing at this tank, and I was trying to get a penning damage shot, and then I realized I tracked him. Doesn't repair, so I get 2,800 assists. You know what? I'll take that over 1,200 damage. Okay. So anyway, yeah, the BU is quite fun. I do really like it. It doesn't really bounce. It can bounce things. You don't really want to rely on the armor. You're more of a medium tank than a heavy tank. Even though you're classified as a heavy tank, you're more of that medium tank-ish role. Armor's not as reliable as the 640, the Leopards, the Challengers, or the Abrams, especially the M1A2. But yeah, the armor's not really as reliable. You do have a big gun, which is a 125, I believe. Yeah, it's the 125. And the 125 gives you a chance to overmatch, because most of the guns in Era 3 is a 120mm or smaller, unless you're talking about the 292 or the 477A that has a 152, which also applies to a couple other tanks. But having a 125 over a 120, unlike normal heavy tanks, you can actually overmatch a lot of plates that seem unpinnable in a lot of tanks. Like I believe it's the 1A2 that you can actually overmatch with a BU, I think, on the upper plate. There's certain places that you can overmatch, like on the top of the Leopard. The Leopard 2A5 has really strong frontal armor, and if you're firing a 120, you can't pin it reliably from the front. But if you're firing in the BU gun of 125, you can start to overmatch the Leopard. I know that was before the changes to the overmatch mechanic for Cold War, but I don't know if it's still the same. But like I said, you can overmatch some things that 120s can't. It just gives you that little bit more reliability, and there's no heat rounds, and you do 550 damage, 606 standard, 697 on your premium, and that's, you really want to use the speed in your low profile on this tank to just do great things. I really do like the BU. I can't say that enough. And yeah, BU is quite fun. So I'm finishing up this last match, and I did ram right there because it was the end of the match, and I wanted to secure that kill. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, remember Slapafish, because why was not? And peace out. See ya.